Welcome to this section of the course. Before diving into it all, let me touch on what you'll be learning in this section. At least that way you can go into this section with your eyes open as to what you'll gain by the end. Just so you're aware, we'll be doing a quick introduction for each section. So in this section, you'll be learning all about the basics of blockchain development. First, we'll be going over the basics of the blockchain, covering things such as what is the genesis block, where does it come from, and how are the blocks interconnected with each other. We'll also be talking about transactions and calls. In this section, we'll also be covering blockchain nodes with you and the different implementations of the Ethereum protocol, such as Geth and Parity. We'll be showing you exactly what they do and how they work, as well as why they're important when it comes to blockchain development. On top of that, we'll also be covering the basic concepts of Web3 and the communication between JavaScript and the blockchain in this section, which leads nicely onto another key area that we're going to cover in this section, which is all about Mist and the Ethereum wallet. We'll be explaining exactly why it's so important for blockchain development, as well as what you can do with it. We'll also be covering MetaMask in this section, which is a blockchain bridge as a Google Chrome plugin. Then, by the end of this section, we'll be talking about different development environments, such as Remix and Truffle. Just so you're aware, there are certain situations in which you can skip this whole section. For example, if you've worked extensively with Remix and Truffle, along with understanding the ins and outs of blockchain development, you could well skip this section and refer back to it later if anything is unclear. Do be aware that this section of the course is specifically, let's say, 99% theory. We wanted to get it out of the way with straight away in this course. It's vital to understand, hence we included it. But if you already understand the basics of blockchain development, you're more than welcome to skip this section and move straight on to the practical elements of the course in the other sections. Now, if you have any questions throughout this section, and in fact the whole course, please feel free to ask away in the course discussion board. Our average answer time is less than 24 hours, and by all means, if you see someone else having a problem which you already know the answer to, please feel free to jump in and answer. Let's make this an awesome Ethereum development community. Remember, there is also the course repository. We try our very best to keep things up to date there. But Ethereum and the tools are extremely rapidly evolving and changing at a very fast pace. So if you see something that needs improvement and we haven't got around to updating yet, please feel free to mention it and improve it. We look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.